Hello, my name is Glenn Dyer, and you're watching a Dyer-Situation. Today I'm seeing MASTERMINDS. It's about a heist, people robbing a bank with that dude from The Hangover and that lady from Ghostbusters, and that one guy who always hangs out with Ben Stiller. Yeah. Just judging by the cast, I'm guessing it's probably some sort of, like, comedy movie. It's like, I don't know, I guess it would be in the same league of, say, Pain and Gain, just, historical, based on a true story, comedy film. Which is a little strange, but I guess there's tons of them out there, so I guess I can't think of it as that strange. I mean, like, why not? So I like a good heist. We'll see how they pull this one off. I've never seen these particular cast members work with each other, so we'll see how well they work from each other's comedy stylings. Let's get to it. Oh God. Here's something a little strange about this film. I think I've seen a trailer for it. And this is a little mind-blowing to me, because I stopped watching trailers, like, oh my God, it was long before I went down to California last December, so it was almost a year ago that I stopped watching trailers, but for some reason I distinctly remember certain scenes in that, having seen certain shots of that movie before in trailer form. And this is just the strangest thing to me, because this movie is a stupid pile of shit. And yet they advertised it, what must have been a year ago? I have to be mixing this up somehow, because seriously, this is not the kind of movie you advertise a year in advance. But it's just confusing to me. I remember certain things, like there's a scene where where Zach Galifianakis, he puts a gun into his shorts and accidentally shoots through his ass crack. I remember that in the trailer. There's a scene where him and his girlfriend are driving a car and he tries to ram it through a gate, but instead the gate just smashes his car up. I remember that from a trailer. And there's a few other scenes in that movie that I distinctly remember seeing in a trailer. This is just strange to me. Maybe, I don't know. I'm kind of having a weird moment. The movie's a pile of shit and you should never watch it. So remember when I said that thing of hoping that they have character or whatever? I mean chemistry? The actors do? Maybe they would have in the scenes where they are actually talking to each other? It's the strangest thing. Okay, let me just get to the main problem with this movie. Zach Galifianakis is playing the exact same character from The Hangover. Different name, different position, but the exact same fat man-child with a beard who is completely socially awkward from The Hangover. To the point where I'm surprised the Hangover producers aren't suing for direct plagiarism here. My God, that man has such great range, I guess. I mean, Jesus Christ, even Adam Sandler occasionally gets out of the whole down on his luck nerd thing. But alright, how do I describe this? From the very opening gag, this movie does have jokes, I can't, like, fault it on that, but, like, the very first opening thing that intended to make you laugh was, Zach Galifianakis in his best Bucky Larson costume. That's immediately when I knew this was going to suck. 'Cause I can't believe they do this too, because Bucky Larson failed so badly, but they're taking a lot of imagery from it. The strangest thing I've ever heard. Like, he has a similar haircut, he has a similar dress style, and it's about a stupid person being taken advantage of by slightly less stupid people. Yeah, I don't know the thought process behind it. Yeah, in terms of comedy, I think first fart joke is in the first 2 minutes. A few more to come after that. Admittedly, I do think they follow a script most of the time, which is nice. But a lot of the jokes aren't set up very well. For instance, let me pick on one joke here. There is one. Okay, so here's a joke, right? When the main character flees to Mexico, they give him the name of some guy they know, right? And they just give him like this same guy's identity, so it's authentic, right? And then they send a guy to kill him, and the guy they send to kill him is the same guy they got the name and stuff from. It didn't register to them that that's the name they gave him for some reason, but they send this guy over, and the guy like realizes that he has the same name as him, like the assassin does, and the same birth date and the same place, and then he thinks that that they know each other from the hospital and they're spirit mates or something. Like, this is the joke. This is one of their big jokes, big plot developing joke, and it's confusing as all hell. And I don't quite understand what they're going for. You have to watch it and understand, but don't watch it. It's just completely baffling what they're trying to get across here. It's not very funny, it's just awkward and weird. And that's most of the movie. And there's more. It's hard to remember these things just because the movie's not very good. But let's see, what's one? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here's one. Here's one at the beginning. He loaded up the van with all this money, right? And he climbed, and like the door is unable to close because the money's not shifted around right. So he climbs inside on top of the pile. Not sure what his thought process is here, but the door magically closes behind him, and now he's locked in the van. Okay, this could lead to something. So, there's like a little window in the van, and he uses that to crawl through, and he can get the controls of the van, right? But the problem is he can't reach it, so we grab some duct tape that's in the front seat and duct tape some bundles of money together in order to form a pole to get at the gas controls of the van, right? Now, handled by almost any other comedy director, that particular setup could be done for so many funny things. If this were a Steve Carell movie, this could be a fun car chase. If this were, if this were an Adam Sandler movie, this could be some decent slapstick or something like that. But in this movie, he drives it through a wall and then crashes. And that's the end. And then everyone gawks at the money, and next scene. That's how lazy and pathetic this film is. And there's not much more to say. It's just really badly written, feels rushed, it feels like it's barely finished, and yeah, everyone in it is awful. Except for Except for the lady from Ghostbusters. She was okay. But she's barely in it, so it doesn't save the movie at all. Yeah, not very good. So until next time, I'm Glenn Dyer, and you have been watching A Dyer-Situation.